Yeah, so
like
let's talk about the doubts. You mentioned doubts.
Yeah.
And I think everybody has their doubts in their journey in their life. How did you overcome them? Were there any pivotal moments or people that helped you overcome those doubts? And how did you deal with all of that by yourself?
Well, as we mentioned, I never fit in any box. I was so hard on myself, and I felt like, why do I want to change the world? Like, why do I want to do it? Why do I have to dream this big? Why cannot I settle for average? And I just felt like, no, Merjem, it's not going to make you happy. And I know it. I have my full-time job. And I know anytime I do something for myself, because I also have like other hobbies, doing kickboxing or even K-pop dance and stuff. And I feel so happy when I do it, no matter how hard it is. And how draining, it makes me so happy. So this is what keeps me going. And even when I have this doubt, the first thing I'm going to do is call my friends. Please remind me, why am I doing this?
What's my reason again?
What's my reason again? It's so important. The atmosphere where you are living, the people around you, and as I mentioned, I'm so lucky. My mom is always supportive of me. She's always the person I can go to, even when I have doubts. Even she, tries to help me or give me any ideas. And even my sisters, and I love it so much. We might fight sometimes. We might not get along
sisters.
because we all have different personalities. It's impossible, but. When someone needs someone, we are all there. And when someone...
Support system is there.
Support system is there. When someone starts something on their own, we all support this person and try to help this person. Seeing people who have struggled and have achieved what they wanted is what motivates me.
100%.
Back then, I was always like, maybe I'm not deserving of it. But now I'm like, no, I'm so deserving of it. I know I'm going to make it, inshallah. I know it. I don't know when or how, but I'm very confident.
But you have no doubts about it
anymore. I have no doubts because I have the potential. And there's nothing more special about this person who reached their goal than myself.
You, 100%. And it's so important and so interesting how small things can influence life. I've seen this TikTok or a video, I'm not sure, of this girl who says that, well, if you thought that you don't really make a difference, I still remember that girl who complimented on my nails in a subway like 3 years ago, right? It means so much and we remember it. You can make somebody's day.
Yeah, I even did a TikTok on it too. Like I talked about it because... Now mentioning people who influenced me or what keeps me going, there was one guy and I even met him a few days ago and I told him this. When I started my modeling career, he commented, "You're gonna go places, Merjem." Yeah. And for myself, it was like, he is believing in me. Why am I not believing in myself?
Yeah. 100%.
So every time I want to give up, I'm like, no, he believed in me. He said I'm going to go places. And I believe that.
It's so important how much of a difference can a small thing make in somebody. Apart from that guy commenting on that, are there any other noteworthy compliments that you have received that really made you motivated?
Yes, especially, growing up and not seeing any representation of myself. When younger girls, also like hijabis, but any girl, like when they say they see me as a role model.
Aww.
Hugest compliment you could ever get from anyone. 100%. You feel like, wow, maybe I did not have this, but now I can be a role model to others. And I want to show them. You don't have to give up your beliefs to reach your goals. You can have both. And that's what I want to show them. And especially because we women, we have so much self-doubt. We never say or rarely say, I'm deserving of it. I'm going to get it. I know it. And I know my potential. I know I'm special. Maybe none of us are perfect, but we know.
But you're darn damn close, right?
Yes, that's true.
Hey, nothing wrong with saying it, right?
Yeah, true. I think the other compliment which I can think of is when someone tells me, wow, I admire you for working so hard and for going after your goals and not giving up. Especially growing up in an immigrant family where you always felt like it's never enough. Whatever you do, it's never enough. And now people acknowledging me and my efforts and how hard I'm working and seeing that I'm not giving
seen,
up.
right?
I feel seen, and my efforts as well. Like I feel people see how much I put in all of this, and it's a great compliment, to be honest.
I'm so proud of you. I have to say, I'm really
Thank
proud
you.
of you. You're doing wonderful things.
Thank you.
And what's next for Merjem? Like, is there anything noteworthy or something that you're excited about that you're currently working on?
Yeah, many new projects are gonna come. I'm also gonna post more on YouTube. I wanna share my journey with everyone who's interested. I'm also now with 2 modeling agencies, one in Germany, one in Qatar, and I'm so happy about it, and I'm very curious of what's coming my way. Of course, I'm going to continue doing podcasts, my very own.
Yay!
And, still working on my business. Modeling.
Love that. And I love that you want to do podcasts. I think having a voice and having younger generations being able to relate to you is going to be so important. And something a couple of times during our conversation is about growing up in an immigrant family, growing up in Germany, growing up in all of that. And then you mentioned that you're with an agency in Qatar.
Yeah.
If you have to think about the perfect living conditions, living country to live in, where would you want to live, and what would influence that decision?
I think right now it is Qatar.
Yeah?
Well, to be honest, I feel like you need to live where you can achieve your dreams. We were talking about Germany and the atmosphere, and no matter how positive you are, sometimes it gets to you, the depressed people, the atmosphere.
The gray suits and suitcases and briefcases, right?
Yeah, and even like here in Dubai, you wake up, the sun is shining, you already feel like energized. And also you see people going after their dreams and achieving them. I think it's such a huge influence. And for myself, I think like Doha might be the place for me right now.
Do you have any plans of moving there?
I do. I'm actually planning on it. But let's see for the future. Either way, I'm not someone who can stay in a place for long.
For too long time. I get that.
Even when I'm on vacation, I cannot be in one place for 2 weeks. It's difficult.
People go for like all-inclusive vacations in Antalya for 10 days. I don't know what they do.
For 6 days, I could not.
What do they do? I generally want to do a survey. Like, what are you doing for 10 days?
You should have someone here on your podcast to interview and ask them.
Like, what the hell? Tell me more about your 10 days in Antalya.
Yeah. To be honest, I have friends who do this.
Goodness.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I think that it's just different people, right? There's no right and wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So dream life would be doing modeling full-time job, having my business, on the side, working for itself, hopefully, and travel and live anywhere I want.
100%. That's the dream, no?
That's my dream.
And we briefly touched on this topic, but to finish our conversation, to conclude everything, I love that you're doing podcasts, and I love the influence that you're creating and the voice that you're broadcasting to younger generations. So I think there will be like 2-part question. Number 1, what do you want your legacy to be? And number 2, what would be the message to everybody who are in the shoes of shy Merjem in school?
Yes, sure. So my legacy, I want my children to be proud of their mom, to be, proudly say, this is my mom. And also myself, my little self, I want to make her proud. And I want to do something that no one has achieved yet. So as we said, we don't go for average. We want to change the world, I see.
Oh my goodness, yeah, such a hard task. It's a tall task.
It is.
But achievable.
And the other part is to everyone who's shy, do not doubt yourself, be confident, look for the fire in yourself, for your passion, because everything that God has given you, he gave it for a reason. So even my passion for modeling, he gave it to me for a reason. So I go after it. I try my best. I'm gonna keep working hard, and I will achieve what I am dreaming of.
I have no
inshallah.
doubts of that.
So thank you so much. So to everyone struggling and doubting themselves, do not do this. Have self-worth. Also be honest to yourself. Even when you're, doing mistakes, be honest. Work on it. And no one is perfect. Everyone's doing mistakes. But the thing is, admit it and work on it.
100%. That's what makes us who we
Yeah,
are. Like
it
kind
does.
of break free from the shells and the chains of society and
It
everything.
does.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Love you so much and so
Love
proud
you
of you.
too. I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.